You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, now in quarantine. You can dance, you can jive, but you can't go outside. See that girl, watch that scene, but only through a screen. Me. Removes my cat from my lap to do something else. My cat. Father is evil. Father is unyielding. Father is incapable of love. I'm running away. I'm packing my little rucksack and going out to explore the world as a lone vagabond. I can no longer thrive in this household. The spiritual successor to Miette. Me, lightly touching Miette with the side of my foot. Miette, move out of the way please, so I don't trip on you. Miette, her eyes enormous. You kick Miette. You kick her body like the football? Oh. Jail for mother. Jail for mother for 1000 years. Might I also add? Cat, when I'm snuggling him. I've never met you in my life. You bastard. You fiend. Stop this at once. Cat, when I'm busy doing something and can't pet him right that second. Where is my kisses from mommy? Where is my snuggles and cuddles that I crave so dearly? You are a cruel and unjust mother, and I'm going to scream. A Waffle House has closed. F it just got real. Waffle House Index. Waffle House restaurants are often used to gauge the magnitude of disasters in the southeast. If the store is open, your community has been spared. If the store is open, but has a limited menu, you've probably gotten some damage. If the store is completely closed, you're in a disaster zone. I love all the cat owners who became like that because a random unshipped stray cat showed up at their house. Like, the cat just walks in, like, guess what B? You've got a cat now, and they're like, oh I do. I'll be honest. Part of the reason I'm not into 6 is it's a team activity, and I hate those. Also, it's a form of exercise, so no. It's kinda fucked that musicians eat sandwiches by placing them inside trombones and honking them into each other's mouths. This is an example of defamiliarization, where something totally normal, conventional, and ordinary, like honkwitching, is taken and described as something that sounds weird and foreign. I started Hebrew, which is why I've been dead on this blog, but I don't think I can ever properly convey to you guys the sheer cultural whiplash of spending years learning Japanese from Japanese teachers and then trying to learn Hebrew from an Israeli Japanese. You walk into class already apologizing for being alive. Hebrew. You walk into class, the teacher insults you, and you are expected to insult her back. Japanese. Conjugates every single verb based on degree of intended politeness, never mind Kigo and honorifics. Hebrew. Someone asked my teacher how to say excuse me, and she laughed for several seconds before saying we shouldn't worry about remembering that since we'll never need to say it. Japanese. If you get one stroke wrong, the entire kanji is incomprehensible. Hebrew. Cursive. Script. F it. Do whatever you want. You don't even have to write the vowels out unless you feel like it. Japanese. The closest thing there is to bastard is an excessively direct you pronoun. Hebrew. B translates directly. The span of human experience is so insane. Complete silence is more distracting than background noise, and you can fight me on this. Let me explain. If I don't have background noise, my brain will make its own background noise, and brain background noise is infinitely more distracting than regular background noise. Going forward I'm gonna rat, how did your company take care of people during the coronavirus to my questions I ask interviewers. Cause I can count friends of mine who were fired with no pay on 2 hands, and this shit up. That is an excellent question to ask. Tumblr is just talking to yourself, but for an audience. That's called a soliloquy. Found the theater kid. Get 'em boys. My dog wants a bite of my peanut butter chocolate chip bagel. I know she cannot have this, because chocolate makes dogs very sick. Madigan does not understand this. She pouts and wraps herself around my leg, like a scarf, trying to convince me to give her just a tiny bit. When I do not give in, she eventually gives up and lays in the cummer under the piano, drooping and sad. I hope the universe has my best interest in mind, like I have my dog's. When I want something with my whole being, and the universe withholds it from me, I hope the universe thinks to herself, silly girl. Side thinks this is what she wants, but she does not understand how it will hurt me. Chewing on my bad decisions badger in the corner. The universe. What's that in your mouth? Me. Chewing faster. The universe. I said, what the F is in your mouth? Oh my god. The 10 rules of comedy. 1. Punchline does not mean hit the child. 2. Don't howl at your own jokes. 3. Tentacles funny. Razor sharp claws not funny. 4. Multiple heads should speak one at a time. 5. No claws for tickling. 6. Scared kids don't laugh. 7. Try not to hurt the audience. 8. Always keep sharp spikes in. 9. You won't get a laugh if you don't take a bath. 10. Never let them see you slobber. Okay, but how many children had to be eviscerated before this was all figured out? You can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs. The slain comrade. His successor. If you all start making rage comics, but with images instead, I'm going to start a war. Peach time. This is your final warning. Anakin Skywalker does not use GD mind tricks. Not once in the films. Do you think that's a coincidence? Not on your life, buddy. Anakin Skywalker does not have it in him to overrule another being's free will. He murders a bunch of children with a laser sword. My PP is 1 atom wide, but an unknowable amount of light years long. Mana filament PP gang. I roll over in bed and slice the Milky Way in half. Hash. How do you guys come up with this stuff? I can't fucking take it. Seriously, I'm going to the store. I'm just going to the store. This image hits different in COVID-19 isolation. Me. Wickable. Google. Did you mean wicker alligator? Me. Well, I do now. Therapists are just common sense filters. Me. Yeah, so I just don't have the energy to get up and make myself a sandwich or wait for something to cook, so I just don't. Why don't you just eat the sandwich components without putting them together? Me. You can just eat a handful of cheese and some sandwich meat. You don't have to make a sandwich. Me. What? Therapists? Finding loopholes for mental illness things is one of my favorite things about dealing with mental illness, because it really helps me understand that just because a reaction is common doesn't mean it's right. Does doing dishes stress you out a lot? Buy paper plates. Do your obsessive thoughts make you worry about leaving your curling iron on, so you drive home from work to check? Just put the curling iron in your purse and bring it to work with you while we work on tackling where this worry comes from. Symptom management doesn't have to look like drudgery. I used to go days without showering because seeing my body was so upsetting that I would end up spiraling. And then I realized I could simply turn the lights out. It took some getting used to, but I've been showering with the lights off for years, and it's now one of my favorite parts of my day. Do whatever you want. Nothing is real, and there's no need to inflict unnecessary suffering on yourself just to try to seem normal. What if all the scenarios we make up in our head are actually real events happening in an alternative universe, and we are actually connecting with our alternate self's mind? My alternate self is getting some serious PP. A 12-year-old boy at work today made a clay snail and was painting it all black, and I very jokingly asked, haha, are you making a goth snail? He proceeded to go into a fully fleshed out backstory about how his snail was conceived by Satan, had the power to eat child souls, was named after Oscar from Sesame Street, lives permanently covered in black eyeliner, and how this tiny clay snail was the only one who survived the Thanos snap. It killed me. I was doubled over and crying, and I literally had to give this kid candy to stop talking about it. How do I find a fic that's exactly like the one I've just read, but also different? Reasons why writers shouldn't be worried about using the same tropes, concept, plot that's been done before. Mind blown. Me. Reads 55 fanfics with the same pairing and the same AU. Also me. Another one. Please? This makes me warm. Improvised weaponry. They be Jesus with that. Vegan BDSM equipment. This post killed me 3 times. I hate all of these comments. Thank you. Did anybody else grow up being that one friend who was in the group, but not really in the group? Like, your friends would go places and throw parties and not invite you and stuff? I don't know. That really fucked up my self-esteem HBU. Survival of the fittest means humans must be individually self-sufficient and completely independent. Biologist. Like, literally, the only reason we didn't go extinct is because we are aggressively social creatures who community organized and helped each other when faced with disasters that drove other species over the brink. Like, we are so aggressively social that we looked at apex predators and went, they look soft. Friend? The answer was yes, because wolves are also aggressively social, and they adopted the strange tall not wolves just as eagerly. Humans at wolves. Holy these things are so cute. I wonder if they'll let us pet them? Wolves at humans. Holy these things are so cute. I wonder if they'll pet us? Just in case people want sauce, here you go. Humans are compelled to help each other in disaster situation. Humans feel an innate urge to help others. We will help strangers too, not just family, and it has been tested. Also, we've always taken care of our elderly and disabled. When life was literally hunt and gather every day to live, we saw value in taking care of those with disabilities. Rare blog to make a libertarian mad. Humans. Collecting grain in any one area causes pests to follow soon after, and we are not good enough at hunting them to save our grain. There's no way this agriculture is sustainable. Cats? We can take care of that. Humans? At what price? Cats? Pet us. Human instincts. Ghost detection. No one here knows you, but they all hate you. Go pet that large predatory animal. Hit person with cardboard tube. Slap someone with overly long sleeves. Pick up smooth rock. Run upstairs on all fours. Confirmed. Also, scream and hit objects when they don't do what they are supposed to. Me. 3 days into quarantine. Oh hey, it's the shadow men I hallucinate when I have migraines. It's cool, they're all friends. Just me and the lad sir. A man in a hazmat suit on a hoverboard fumigating a street. This is not quite the 2020 I was expecting. Female villains. When I was little, I was taught that women only existed to serve. To be a wife we are considered weak, innocent stupid creatures. Well, not anymore. If you see me as the monster of this story, then I'm the monster of this story. Male villains. Ugh, my girlfriend dumped me and called me a loser. Now I'm killing people to cope. My life is like an artsy European movie, sad, yet nothing happens. Maybe, if I wear a beret, my sadness will become a great tragedy.